What about
where the cost to their downfall?
Okay, what about the men that like? Okay, when you said the reverse roles, like now in society, there's like men that stay at home and don't work, and they depend on a woman to work.
Yeah.
How do you feel like about that?
It depends on what the circumstances is.
Yeah. Okay.
Does she come home and he still run the house? Oh yeah, I'm tripping. Does he still come home and run the house? Or does she come home?
Hell no.
Women.
If I'm making love in my ear,
She throw his ass in the trash.
I didn't say that.
Yep.
I said
Nah, but you was thinking it.
Yeah, you throw him in the trash because
I'm
it's no way to view him as a man.
that's not.
There's
I'm
no way
saying,
to view him as a masculine man.
That's facts.
if I'm making
He's
the bills,
cooking and shit. He got the apron on.
That's
He
right.
bouncing
No,
the
but-
kid on his knee.
He got
He said,
the
"Oh,
fucking
honey, I
lingerie
made your
on, baby
biscuits
girl.
and all this stuff."
That's the norm
And
for
you
a lot
come
of
in-
men,
dick
though.
ready and out.
The roles
when
are
I get home.
reversed, so you lose respect.
Facts.
Not only that, it kind of fucks your kids up too.
Yep.
Yeah.
It changes things. You feel what I'm saying? Let me give you an example. I married a woman, and she come from a Christian home or whatever. She was actually a virgin, and her dad had a job. Mom didn't work. When the dad would come home, he would wash clothes and cook. And I saw this. I'm like, well, this nigga's he's super husband daddy. What's going on around here? Then I just watched for a while. And I watched the mama. Number one, she was fat. She didn't do nothing.
Oh my god.
And she was making all the calls, all the say so. Now her daughter was in love with me because I was a shot caller. You know, I was making things happen. She never seen that before. She was intrigued with it. But when we married, after a while, she was looking for a dad. I wasn't her daddy. I don't come home and do those things. I expected her to do those things. But guess what? She was like her mama, lazy. She wanted a servant, a slave. And a lot of women, that's what y'all want, slaves. The least
want
you can do,
slaves?
So I did shit myself.
I would say
like
I don't,
for instance,
we don't want slaves.
For instance, would you submit to a man? That word just she almost fell out the chair. She like, oh, she got dizzy. She got dizzy when I said
I
that.
was listening.
How dare
I was
you?
like, what he gonna say?
Would you submit to a masculine man
How dare you?
who say, I got this, I got the bills, I got the house, I got you. But I don't want to hear your mouth.
No.
You don't be sassing and talking to me like that.
Okay, let me answer.
I'd rather take care of
first
my
of
own
all,
shit.
shh, it's the way he said
Oh,
it.
shit.
Don't say it like that.
Oh, I
Don't
said
say it.
See, she in control. He got to say it a certain
Damn,
way.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Because the way you said it was like that's respect. That's you didn't say it in a respectful way. If you're with someone, you're gonna respect them. So if you're saying yes, a man that's taking care of a bills, house, and everything, yes, that man should be respected. That man should have a woman submitting to him. Yes, but what I'm saying
Would
right
you do
now, yes, hell yeah.
And you'd be
That's
nice
exactly what
and
I'm
sweet
saying.
and quiet long.
I would be ready every single day, pussy open. Like what? My man's taking care of me.
What if he do something wrong though?
Like what?
Don't matter.
Do something wrong? Like
along the lines of what? Like give
That's
us
what I'm saying. That
at least,
doesn't
like,
make sense.
along the lines.
Like cheating?
What if he
That's
smash somebody?
fucked.
If he cheats,
Yeah.
you want
Let me join. Damn.
like first of all, you want that. Hold on,
What if
I'm
he
sorry.
cheats?
Let me say. First of all, that's a completely different topic. That's a couple base. Like she said, some people want to join. Some people like.
Because if it's an open relationship, it's open.
If you have this is the question. If you have a respectful man that takes care of you, the bills and stuff like that, that man deserves to get his dick sucked every single day. Walk in the house and his dick is sucked. I'm there.
Sucking dick doesn't mean submission, by the way.
Let's,
Babe, you're
wait,
in my...
sorry,
Yeah.
baby. That's what I meant. Okay, submission. I was being funny and saying sucking dick. Sorry. But yes, I think a man like that does deserve that. What we were speaking of is in this day and age, there's not a lot of men like that.
Well, you know what the truth is? You ever ask girls, and I know you guys have asked women this, and they'll say this. Well, when I find a man, then I'll be feminine. No, you are who the fuck you are right now. And he's going to meet that person.
Yep. I feel like you gotta give like a certain energy sometimes to like attract like what you want. Like you can't be all masculine and then expecting like a man to like, you know, treat you like a divine feminine woman.
Because that type of man won't come around for you.
Yeah. Like, you know, sometimes you gotta.
Yeah, it's like if you're gonna be acting more on a masculine side, you're not going to be able to get a masculine man
Facts.
towards you, and that's fine. If that's not what you're looking for, that's not what you're looking for. But
That's true.
If you want the type of man that is willing to go out of their way to support you and be not just a boyfriend but a husband, that's what you're looking for. And that's why I go to like, oh well, what if he does something wrong? Well, if you're cheating, you're cheating. End all be all. You can't have boyfriend girlfriend privileges and get dick or pussy on the side. That's not how it works.
What about people that have like open marriages?
If you have that type of communication, if you have that type of agreement, then fine. That's not my cup of tea. I know I would not be able to fully feel comfortable with that. I would always be uncomfortable with that type of situation. Not only partaking, but obviously having my partner partake. So I view that as cheating, period.
So like respect like the boundaries in the
I
relationship.
think if you genuinely love somebody and have a full-on relationship with somebody in not just a sense of a commitment, but of actual love and care for someone, you wouldn't want to do that. You wouldn't ever feel comfortable doing with like anything of that sort, even entertaining it at any point. That would make you feel uncomfortable.
That sounds nice on paper, but for men it's different.
Yeah, I'm like,
no, and that's what I don't view it as. Because like, obviously being a woman, I view it as a sense of, I wouldn't do that, so why would you? Because if I appreciate you in a sense that I would never want to do that, why would you do that?
Are we the same?
It's not about being the same. It's about if you know that I view it as disrespect, if you know it that I would view it as being hurt by that.
As a
if
person.
you genuinely loved me and you wouldn't want to hurt me, you wouldn't do something like that.
Because it's as human being to me. It doesn't matter what gender you are when it comes to
if it's in a men's
respect.
nature.
You want to give her the reality
if you can view something sexually without any emotional connection whatsoever, it doesn't matter, because if you knew it was something that would hurt me, why would you do it?
Who at this table had a guy cheat on him?
I think probably everybody.
Yeah.
Bingo.
At some point in life.
There it is.
So if most guys are gonna cheat anyway, why get mad about it?
A guy.
Why get mad about it? Then
I think they're trying to like gaslight us into accepting cheating.
No. You gotta accept nothing. It's just
there's so many guys that I know that's never cheated. So
how many guys at this table?
I don't know. Just the fact that
some dudes just they just don't want to hear it. They don't want to put up with it.
The fact that it's something that's like,
or they can't cheat.
Y'all expect a woman to like have all these like, I don't know, responsibilities as a woman, you know, childbearer, you know, house taker care of, or whatever the fuck. And then y'all can't even, you know, have the respect to be like, you know,
hold a girl down.
Right, like
take care of bills.
But y'all get that excuse because you're a man.
Come home tired.
Like, because then
that's what it feels like.
You make your woman feel like she's not enough.
Exactly.
And then she doesn't feel supported, and then she doesn't feel the emotional connection, and then she doesn't want to be.
And then you turn out with someone like me.
That's exactly what she said.
What about
she
women?
said I wouldn't do
She
it
doesn't feel enough.
because she view herself emotionally. I wouldn't do anything like that. A guy, I've said this story before. A guy could love his family, be willing to die and do shit every day that risk his life just for his family. And he goes to the store to get some milk, and then this baddie walked by and he's like, God damn.
They never come back when they get the milk.
Because his connection to sex has nothing to do with his heart or his emotions.
So is there a lack of self-control? Do men
for the most part, yeah, it's some
self-control
to that.
Like,
it's lack of self-control.
I support my woman and I love my woman and I appreciate my family. Do you lack the self-control to? You can view something.
Yeah, but based on what you said, it doesn't fit.
You can look at something and be like, oh, that's sexy. I would want to fuck. But would you actually be able to have the self-control to not be able to go out of your way to do that?
No question. Say she likes him. Oh, he's a working man. Look at his hands. You know, he got his work boots on, and she just really enticed. He's trying to get in the car, and she's like enticing him. Then
why string another woman along through that? If you're interested in somebody else, that's fine.
Well, see, here's the problem.
Who you're with now.
What you're saying is, I understand that, but you're giving a woman's point of view based on a whole nother animalistic desire. I was just talking to them earlier. I used to say, man, my dick used to drive the car. My dick would get the car keys and say, let's go over here. And I used to follow that till I got old enough to discipline myself.
Mm-hmm.
Some men never make it to that phase.
So then would you say that you become a certain age and you gain that discipline to maybe appreciate something in a sexual nature and be able to view something sexually, but then not pursue?
Absolutely. And I'm wise enough to look at it. You have to look at it. You can't say, oh, I wouldn't do that. Mm-hmm. It's like a woman. Like, I wouldn't wake up and say, you know what, I'm not happy, and tear my kids' fucking life up, tear my husband's life up, take him for I would never do that, but I'm not a woman. Her God is her emotions. You feel what I'm saying? So however she feels, that's what she listens to. Yeah. Even though it has no foundation whatsoever, she still typically goes to it.
Yeah, and I agree with such, because in this is like in my previous relationship, I was with the same person for 5.5 years. This man was my first kiss, and obviously I was very in love, and I was very settled.
How old was he?
16, and I was 16, he was 17, and it was my first kiss, and so I was very set on the fact that like I wanted to marry and I wanted to be with only one person. I really appreciated the idea of being with only one person because I was in love with him. And then I did, unfortunately, get cheated on, and I said, okay, all right, that's fine. It was a mistake. We're young, and moved on. And then it happened again. And so I was like, okay, well, I don't really know how to feel about this, because now I'm slowly starting to devalue myself in this relationship, because I have so much love and consideration for you that I wouldn't do this. But now you're going against me. You're going against us and what we've built together. So I feel like you don't respect even our relationship. You can, sure.
You were fighting at that point with your feelings and your emotions for what's happening. He was fighting with his nature.
Wait, you build?
He was, I don't.
No, her.
Build.
No. Did you bail out? Did you?
No, built. Like.
Yeah, it was 5.5 years.
Yeah.
It was.
What'd you do?
Eventually.
Into the mic.
Sorry, eventually at the end of the relationship?
Yeah, like anything.
Eventually I did end up ending it.
And you know what's sad, though? A lot of times a woman will leave a guy just to go to another guy that's going to do the same thing.
Oh, yeah. And that was the funny part. is that's what he
I'm talking, these are good dudes.
Oh, yeah, no. And this is what he accused me of. He accused me of, like, you just found somebody else. You're moving on because you found somebody different.
But
like,
you didn't really build. Like, you was there, you did your thing, more or less. You probably, like contributed something here and there, but not really. Like, you really didn't build because you broke.
I would say differently.
Like, emotionally wise, hey, baby, what's up? A blowjob here and there. But, you really didn't do nothing.
No, maybe not so much as far as careers and
like,
money.
what 20%? 30%?
Yeah, as far as career and building towards a future, obviously not. We were in high school. It was high school and college. So obviously, no, I wasn't able to financially support, but in any way, emotionally and career-wise, that I could push him forward. I was always there and just.
Come on, nigga, some more money. Let's go. Push.
As much as I wish I was able to contribute.
A lot of times when guys, especially when you're young, and you smashing girls, it's about conquering something.
Yeah, and
I after you smash, it's like whatever.
Yeah, pussy.
And that's why I understood it for a while. And I said, like, okay, maybe things will change, maybe things will get better, maybe because I've
you gotta wait till you're like 30 something for that shit.
And that's why I said, like, I stayed around and I wanted things to, like, hey, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt that you made a mistake. We're young, we're naive, we're stupid, we're kids. This is one of the, this is my first relationship. This is your second, your third. So we're still learning how life works. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. But when it happened over and over again, that's when I was like, I mean, now I'm fighting with myself as if I even matter at all.
Oh, nigga, I'm falling asleep. So yeah.
Sorry. God damn.
No, but French is therapy, man.
This is what happens when women try to talk.
She has that calm, sweet voice.
Yeah,
That's why
it's a nice voice.
It's not a bad thing.
I like her voice. I do. I like her voice.
No, man.
Not to ramble, but more so, end all be all is just, obviously you want to have a man who's successful and you want to have a man who's providing for you. And so you could be the submissive nature that you want to be.
Yeah,
We
I
live
agree.
in a day and age that
I
it's,
agree
it's
with
very
that.
it's very hard to
Come on, you don't
find
agree with that.
somebody
I do.
No,
to
you don't. You're single.
I do.
No, you're single.
It's
You
very
loud.
hard
You
to be able to
masculine.
Femdom, I
find somebody
definitely
to
masculine
be
as
able
fuck.
to provide in the same way
mean,
that you want to
You
provide for the
like you're
man.
cutting off a billionaire, man.
I believe in that.
Yeah.
A lot of times, subconsciously, y'all want a man that's a woman, and then when you get him, you hate him.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Not
it's
even
a,
wrong on that.
that's what takes place, and even with the scenario, you're fighting with your emotions. He's fighting with his appetite.
Mhm.
Two different things.
Okay.
As I've been sitting here listening to this conversation, it really,
Mine's finna go in.
made me realize why we need to take women's rights away and why you guys need to go back to being second-class citizens. And I'll explain this with why, right? So she asked the question before, why are the birth rates low? Why is society declining, etc.? What are some of the ailments that brought us to this situation?
Yep.
And one of the biggest reasons is feminism. Feminism has promised, let me explain why. Let me reverse engineer for you. Feminism told women that they're equal to men in every single way. They deserve all the same rights and privileges and accesses. But the reality is you guys don't contribute the same level of to society. You guys
That's
don't.
fair. That's fair.
Women don't build, they don't create, they don't improvise, there's no real female ingenuity. I know she said before that women invented things and men just didn't want to accept it. No, the reality is that if women actually invented things that progressed society forward, capitalism is a thing. We would allow them to be able to innovate and take over. But the reality is that women just aren't interested in building things. They're more interested in people and social situations and everything else like this. This is why, hold on.
We let you talk.
How is it that women graduate college at a higher rate than men do? They attend college at a higher rate than men do. We know that college, university education is one of the highest predictors of income and being able to do things. Yet they still don't build things. They still don't invent things. They still don't keep infrastructure going. Why does the men dominate all the blue collar jobs, all the jobs that have to do with STEM, science and technology, engineering, math? Despite the fact that women are more educated than ever before, they have more money than they've ever had before, more recent than they've ever had before, they still have high depression rates, higher ratings of being assigned suicide, being on SSRIs, being diagnosed with depression. Why are female approval ratings in the fucking shitter as they've gained more rights and privileges? I'll tell you why. Because having a career and pursuing financial success and independence really isn't the way for a woman's salvation. It's having a family. Let me ask you a question, because you're the only mother here. What would you prefer, your children or your career?
My kids, of course.
Is it fair to say that you're only pursuing your career now to take care of your children?
No, I would still pursue my career with my kids. You're saying a big
reason why you work so hard the way that you do, and you probably work when you don't want to, is to be able to provide for your children, correct?
I do what I like, so I do it because I like it.
Bruh.
Amazing.
Okay, but you conceded earlier that if you didn't have to work and you had a man that took care of you, you'd be okay with that.
I would still do my business though. I've had the same question asked, a guy taking care of me and paying for everything, and I would say yeah to that, but I would still pursue my business.
If you're pursuing your business, when he come home, you're not going to be there to suck his dick like you said.
Oh, W Enzo, man.
Look, this is just major cope, because here's the thing. I paid attention to everything you said. Earlier, you said that you got rid of your guy because he wasn't able to provision for you long term. So what it really comes down to is you understand that to take care of your children is a means to an end. You must pursue and make money and take care of your children, which is fine. I respect that. But what I'm trying to say is that your kids come first, right? The career is a means to an end. If you had the ability to have a guy that took care of you, right, so that you wouldn't have to worry about career, you would focus more on your kids. And that's fine. I understand that.
Yeah, I would focus more on my kids, but I'm still me. I'm still me before I had kids. So yes, before I had kids and after I have kids, I would still pursue my business.
Yeah, but that comes second to the family. And that goes directly to what I was saying before, is that family for women is what matters mostly. Women make money and go work because they kind of have to now. And I think that's kind of been a facade that we've been telling women, pursue a career, get educated, etc. It's going to make you happy. When in reality, it really isn't. And it's not until you guys get older and later on in life when your ability to attract men kind of, dissipates that you realize, oh, damn, what am I doing? Why am I pursuing this career? I've exhausted a bunch of my options. Men don't want to be with me. Now I have kids. I've, lowered my sexual market value. I don't think a career and being independent is how women find fulfillment. And we have
I never said that's how
all
they
the
found
numbers to show that like as women have gained more rights and privileges, depression has gone up.
I never said that's what makes women happy. I think you being able to choose is what makes a woman happy. That's a big difference.
Yeah, but even when women are allowed to choose, what do they choose? If given the privilege to choose.
You just heard she chose this, I chose that. Everyone's going to choose something
You
different.
actually didn't choose it. It's just that your guy was a fucking loser and you had to choose that. That's the truth. That's the reality.
My
And see, this is
business?
what women
No,
don't want to
my-
grapple with.
No.
Facts.
They don't want to
No,
grapple.
that's facts.
See,
But
you
I
guys
just
like
told you.
stop. You guys like choice when you're able to get out of a situation that you put yourself in that was bad.
Yep.
Right? Had he not been a fucking loser, was able to take care of you and your children, you would have chosen to stay. Women only like choice
Stay
when
with
they're
him?
able to choose out of their bad decision making. That's when you guys like choice. You guys like choice when you can abort the baby or decide to be a mom. You guys like choice when you can choose to vote or not choose to vote, even though you guys, don't deserve the right to vote either, to be honest with you. Women like choice and like having rights for things that they don't even have access to or exercise. That's the reality, right? How many times is it that women will sit there and say, I'm pro-life, but then when they go vote, who do they vote for? They go vote for a Democrat that's going to allow for abortion, even though they might not believe in it. Because the problem with women is you guys will fight for rights you won't even utilize. Because you guys feel as though we want to be able to reserve the right to be able to change our mind at any time. One day, I'm a Christian. I love life. Husband pisses you off? Fuck that. I'm a feminist now. I'm taking this nigga to court. I'm getting half the money. That's what women want. Women want to be able to reserve the right to change their mind at any fucking time.
Oh.
And that's what you guys really want rights and choice for. To be able to back end on your commitments. Right?
She's smiling. She's smiling. She's smiling.
And that's what it really is. And now let me
sign prenups.
Let me go further.
I'm
Let me go
smiling for
further.
a
This is why
completely
society
different
thrived
reason.
for so long. If you guys think about it, human innovation really blew up when men were the ones running everything, men were leading everything, because we didn't have to listen to female opinions and everything else like that. Because once you bring women in, they bring their emotions. They don't. They want equality, but they don't necessarily contribute half, and then it slows things down. Humanity progressed the most when women shut the fuck up and weren't involved in serious decision making. Right? If you look at a lot of these countries that are our adversaries, Russia, China, Iran, etc., a lot of these countries that don't have feminism or whatever, why are they progressing so fast?
They don't have feminism.
Why are these authoritarian countries cooking? Why are they climbing? Why are they starting to get nuclear weapons? They're moving further than us because we have a democracy. We have women that have a fucking voice in things and giving their opinions as if it matters. The reality is
countries at
human
war?
beings progress way faster and way further when we didn't have women getting involved. Now, over the past 60 years, since the explosion of feminism, what's happened? We've slowed down in our progression. Because women get involved and they think that their opinion matters and we're equal and we want to be able to be involved. But the reality is you guys don't contribute half. You guys say you contribute half, but you really don't. Men control all the infrastructure in society. If men were disappeared, the world would be cooked. If we had to rely on female ingenuity, we'd still be rubbing sticks together for fire. We don't build anything. But you guys have this bullshit mindset in your head like, we do build everything. The only thing you guys are good at is building children and raising those kids. Everything else you guys fuck up. And here's the other thing too. Women complain about, well, I can't rely on a man anymore. It's too expensive. We all have to get a job. Do you realize that feminism is the one that doubled the workforce, which is why wages are fucking halved?
So they can tax both.
Yep.
Right?
So they can tax both sides.
So feminism, right? As much as you guys complain and say, oh yeah, feminism is great, I'm able to do blah, blah, blah. But then you guys complain about what feminism has created, which is a more expensive life that we live. Wages are halved because they can afford to do that because women have entered the workforce now. You guys created this, bro. So I would say feminism is the main root cause of all of the societal problems that we have, which is a Jewish construct, by the way. But yeah, feminism led to liberalism, which has led to, egalitarianism and all the fucking issues that we have that come from the left and this progressiveness comes from feminism. Feminism is the Trojan horse that brings all the fucking issues with society.
Feminism was the downfall.